It is actually so hard to find genuine, decent people to be friends with these days in the world. So I thought I'd help you out a little bit by coming up with my top 5 types of friends that you definitely do not need in your life. So without further ado, here they are. Okay, the first type of friend that you should not be wasting your time with is the kind of person that basically only wants to spend their time competing or trying to compare themselves with you. And you'll know that they are the kind of that kind of person by the questions they ask you when you guys are together, like asking you what you're doing and then trying to, you know, get information out and basically just trying to tell you what they've done in comparison. So if you find someone that's constantly just trying to compare you to them and constantly trying to one-up you, don't waste your time. I mean, if it's a genuine friendship, it won't be a competition. Friendship is not about competition, it's about actually building each other up. So if you feel like you're just constantly trying to compete with that person, not a genuine friend. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story about how I came up with the number 2 tip of the kind of person that you want to stay away from. So I got invited up north on a camping trip one weekend with what I thought was a good friend of mine, and we decided that we were going to go halves with all of the money side of it, half on the food, half on the petrol, you know, pay our own camping prices, etc. But then it turned out that essentially she wanted me to also cover her side of it as well. And when I basically refused to do that because she should be paying for her own stuff, she then basically had a tantrum and lost her shit at me. So if you feel like someone is only with you for what they can get out of you, i.e. trying to make you pay for stuff or trying to get stuff out of you, don't even waste your time with that. Because look, I mean, friends is not about trying to use people. Friends is about enjoying your company with people and enjoying the kind of person that somebody is. So yeah, one way to test that is to actually, you know, tell them you've run out of money and see how they react. If they absolutely lose their shit, no, not worth it. Okay, and the third type of friend that you should not be wasting your time with is of course the type that ditches you for boys. Need we say more? Mates before dates. We all know the saying. Guys, I'm pretty sure they say bros before hoes or something to that effect. We have the same thing, mates before dates. It essentially means don't ditch your friends for a guy if you're out with your girlfriends. That is not the done thing. If that happens, yes, that is not a friend that you want to stick around, especially if it's just the two of you. She finds a guy and leaves you by yourself in town. I had that happen to me, and needless to say, won't be hanging out with that person again. So if you find yourself getting ditched for boys, not the kind of friend that you need. The number 4 tip of the type of friends that you do not need to waste your time with. Okay, here's another little story to keep you entertained. Okay, so I had a friend that was staying down in the South Island in New Zealand. Went down to visit her. She had her boyfriend staying with her at the time, and basically I couldn't do anything without her having her boyfriend around, which gets a bit tiring after a while if you get made to feel like you're basically the third wheel and you're just there to keep her and her boyfriend company. Look, I mean, you should be able to have a night out with your girlfriend without her boyfriend tagging along, without you being made to feel like the third wheel. You should not have to feel like the third wheel, especially if you actually go to that person's city or you come down to visit them. So if you go to visit somebody, or even, you know, if you're in the same city and you find yourself only being able to hang out with them if their boyfriend is around, don't even waste your time. Like, find a new friend. And my final tip of the kind of friends that you don't need to waste your time on is, of course, the friend who takes sides. Now, if your friend is genuinely friends with you and you have a falling out with someone that they know or someone that they like, they're not gonna take sides, okay? A real friend will hear both sides of the story, and if she appreciates your friendship, will actually try and listen and not just throw you under the bus. I had a situation like that happen to me, where I didn't like something that a friend's friend was doing, and yeah, she basically just threw me under the bus and said, oh well, you trashed my friend and therefore I don't want to hang out with you anymore. Okay, well you just took your friend's side and didn't even bother to listen to what I had to say, so clearly you don't appreciate my friendship very much. So yeah, if your friend is taking sides, that's not a genuine friend. A genuine friend will actually listen to both sides of if there is a disagreement. So yes, and that is all for me for today, and yeah, check out some of my other videos. See you later.